Professional Archaeologists. I'm with John Struct and I'm having an AI Somnium Files adventure. Let me load my game. Going to assume this is the newest one. We're quite far down the line, aren't we? What? I don't remember where we stopped, but you know, there was that dude. He was the villain. We went into his brain. He did the murder again and again and again. And we talked to people about it. We remembered the conversation with him, and we went somewhere with her. She's not dead now. She's somehow not been killed. You know, so far so good. Hitomi is sitting on the sofa. There is a door in the back of the room. Cushion. Blooming winter iris. Thank you, transporters now. It's supposed to be the sign of good news and hope. You can see the trees and the sky outside.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but
He was
I
agent
met him about 6 years ago.
12,
Have
wasn't
you
it?
been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district?
Did I?
I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me. I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
Why did you know
Took him
an...
to a mob doctor?
How did you know one?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Okay, fair enough. Bookshelf. A bookshelf. There are no books on it, but it's definitely a bookshelf. Like a ski resort with no skiers. No, that's just a mountain. The lights are off. There's a calendar and a strange object on the shelf. It's a shoebox. Wooden shelf. I'm disliking how awake I am for midnight. There is some tea on the coffee table. Steam is rising from the tea. A microwave. Dining table. You have the day off?
Yes, today's a holiday. Iris isn't in school. She went to Lemniscate.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
Is that so?
Kitchen counter. Where's Renju?
Did something happen to him? You asked me that yesterday.
There's no point hiding it. Told her about Renju's disappearance. Also, I don't think those writings
Right from the hospital?
lined up.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
About Iris.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy!" I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away.
Well,
They might have
relatively.
taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes.
About Iris?
It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing.
Sorry, I just want to check something. "37. She's my age." Doesn't look my age, but
Even as a kid, whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers.
yeah,
And she did it at the show, too.
those people that enjoy
Toward the
dancing.
end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it.
I don't know, something
When
really
it was
funny about
over,
her just casually
She
dancing
had
there.
the biggest smile on her face. Mama, you're a good dancer. That's the kind of girl she was.
Cupboard. A lot of dishes. Not Iris.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much.
I feel like a child wouldn't be like, "Can I do something?" Like right after they break a leg. I feel like they'd just be in like a lot of pain. I don't know. I've never broken a leg though.
That's not true. There was one other time.
I'm not going to talk about it until you look at that clock. It's a clock. Thanks, game. What was the other time?
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then,
I would
protect
never
her,
die. Oh,
no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
so I mean, that's lovely and all. Like, let's put it this way: like when they did a similar story with I don't know her name. Mayumi, like they made sure to like pick a really poignant moment to say like, "Oh, look how they feel about each other," and you're like, "Yeah, those presents would mean a lot after that argument," but like, obviously she would be sad that you're hurt. That's who wouldn't be in that situation? Like that doesn't seem. But like, because they want to tie it into the plot of being shot, and I get that as well. Like, it's sort of efficient. Let's look at the fridge. It's a fridge. Keeps food and drinks cold, like every other fridge we've encountered ever in our life. Thanks, game, for letting me learn about the fridge. But like, I got her and the person who I'm related to was sad about that. It's like, I mean, again, that is the correct reaction, but it is also the expected reaction. Like, it would be weird for her not to have been upset. Summarize for me.
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yes, I guess that was what the
Yeah.
takeaway from this.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
I think that's an old picture I
Drawing
drawing.
skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
I did. I'm gonna look at the light. It's for lighting.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love.
Summarize for me. Drawing on the wall looks interesting. Oh.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights.
Is that a cliche? I've never heard of that. Like, I know that, like, the American car date thing. You go on an American car date. So I guess, I think that's a thing. It's definitely not a thing in the UK. Because obviously you have movies you watch in cars as well, which is also not a thing in the UK.
We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
So it was a very romantic warehouse. Not a sunset or anything. I mean... Because, okay, here's the cliche I know. Specifically, it's like teenagers, right? Again, American teenagers. And they go up to a teenager make-out point, which is a place that apparently exists near every small American town. And then sometimes they get attacked by serial killers. Like, that's the cliche I know. And I don't even mean that as in fictional serial killers, because that's happened at least with one real-life serial killer. I guess because if you specifically go out your way to be hidden from the rest of your town, you're actually kind of vulnerable. So that does kind of, that makes sense. But no, not in this game. It was a warehouse. The one warehouse.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
I mean, I'll give it that. That's a memorable story. So, you know. Children. I don't... It's quite a detailed picture for a child, to
But
be
those
honest.
days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him.
Oh,
The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
Weird bug, isn't it?
May I ask you something?
What's
Of
up on your
course.
face?
I had heard that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Summarize for me.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing.
What you...
We have to get moving.
I tried to leave ages ago.
Yeah, let's go.
She actually mentioned both those places, so they're both relevant. I know she didn't. Let's go to Skull Storage then. I was thinking of the shrine. Viber in my left eye socket, I walked into the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I looked around, shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though.
A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Switchboard installed in the back of the warehouse.
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m. After we finished sinking with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information.
It's a workbench. There's nothing on it.
A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here.
Forklift. Tires of the forklift on the ground are clearly frozen.
The crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed. A forklift. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
More forklift.
There are only a few items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
It's a waste of warehouse then, surely. Storage space isn't in use.
It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside.
How's the volume? Quite quiet apparently. Empty wooden box on the shelf. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it.
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them.
Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. Searched the warehouse again, but we didn't find anything useful.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
The one place we have left. Driving our car.
So Sajima is a key person of interest in this case.
So he is.
Earlier, the boss cited 3 points of suspicion against him, and I agree with her assessment. I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sajima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago,
It was.
from Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Number 89.
Number 89.
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
What's he in jail for?
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Maybe he's the same person. Well, we know he's the same person. Who is 89?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards.
Not anymore,
His
he don't.
code name is Falco.
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 Correct.
Well, that made my heart go boom boom. What's his name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
What's the relationship between So and 89?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sajima for that information.
And that I shall.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did. But that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Summarize for me.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
Monday.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
Yeah, but I need to know about this pond.
Iba, look! A merman!
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
Oh, hey everybody! I'm a merman.
I heard a strange voice just now. Could it be a pond? And this lantern's a garden lantern.
Speaking of gardens, what kind do you prefer?
I like a well-manicured lawn. But some bushes aren't bad either.
Point.
I mean, what?
There's a garden lantern. Tree. Tree. A tree. A tree. Tree. A garden stone. A garden stone. There's a big green mochi. Actually, that's now that I look closer, it's just a bush. A spherical bush. Not a mochi. The Sejima residence. Why were you at the warehouse?
I told you I will not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
Why did you call Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
About Iris.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
No, it doesn't.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding so?
About 89.
Number 89? Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
About 89.
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you. Haven't you people got enough?
Yeah, I do.
I'm very busy. Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you. I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
Angrier than that, playing a game an hour ago. To the Abyss headquarters. I returned to Abyss HQ with Iber. Needed to talk to the boss. Then entered the room, the boss smiled like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
Number 89?
He's here, in the interrogation room.
We're gonna
I'm
look
on
through
it.
his brain.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run.
Interesting.
One of the higher-ups needs me. I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Well, we know they've met.
Understood.
He's a hair man.
Let's get started.
Pipe. There were pipes on the walls of the room. Camera A. Near the entrance. Camera used for interrogation. The desk in the middle of the room. This room is reflected in the mirror. What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't know, I forgot.
Where are you from?
Djibouti.
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
I like the really good ones. How many people have you killed?
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
It was a stupid question, to be honest. Why did you call Sejima's secretary?
Oh, you know about that. It's true. I called Sejima's secretary.
Didn't ask if it was
I
true.
got him
asked
on
you
the
why.
line and I told him something very important.
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah,
What did you tell him?
I told him to call somebody.
Somebody.
The dummy?
I can't tell you anymore.
About Shoko's murder.
All right. Let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
You're lying. You don't want to release me. That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean!
Pewter? Do you want to help Pewter? Pewter?
You'll make a good hostage for
Oh,
me.
you bloody useless Pewter.
Take me to the exit. Now.
How can he use my magic gun? I know he's an assassin, but still.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, you're
Are you
rubbish.
kidding me? A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police.
You'd think he'd have some guards
I
with
ordered
him.
everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
Yeah, but what about this police officer mannequin? Oh, I can't drink anymore.
I want to go to Somnium.
Mario. Well, yeah, but what about this Tanuki? And the Happy Birthday banner? What about the boy band poster? The poster. The snowboard.
I want to knock you over the head with that snowboard right about now.
Then allow me to say this. I will slalom away from that attack.
Not funny.
What about this computer? It's on a desk. Type that has a monitor built in. The chair.
I really like chairs. They look delicious.
What the hell are you talking about?
Fishing flag. Got big catch.
Wait a minute. Did you let number 89 escape on purpose? So that you could catch the bigger fish?
Yeah, boss. Exactly.
I was kidding.
Shelves. Bags. Hanging on the rack. Colourful handcuffs. A cabinet. I think it's a cabinet. Tombstone. R.I.P. Door. The entrance and the exit. Another chair. That's a delicious one. Apologize.
Boss, it's my fault he got away.
Also,
I'm
Peters.
sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. You really messed up this time.
Pewter. Where's my gun?
Number 89 still has it. But don't worry. I have a spare. I'll give it to you later.
How did he get away?
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He even stole my security card. He said he'd kill me if I tried anything.
Oh, it would have been.
I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes.
It was a terribly exciting scene. It happened. Just off screen there. It was amazing to behold.
He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now.
Where's 89?
How would I know? After he got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Memorize for me.
Date, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
So he had an accomplice.
Yes,
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
Renju?
Damn it, I didn't want the game to tell me yet because I wanted to think of a funniest answer it could have been.
Renju?
Why?
Date, Moma is calling.
Moma, from the Kumakuras?
I'll connect him.
Hey, Date. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What? Where?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Deal? What deal?
You forgot already? I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh, right.
I'll be waiting. You know what to do.
What should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
He just said we know what to do.
To Moma?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Late. Late. You're late.
I'm going home.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of course not.
You're drunk.
I'm kid. I'm kidding! I can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you. I'm getting excited!
We are not shovel forging.
I was talking about the date, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
So where are we going?
The magazine rack. Lots of magazines in the rack.
Special. Catch a skyfish. Next time these magazines get replaced, I'm taking that one.
Blank monitor. Super.
A slipper, usually made of leather.
That's a loafer.
Oh, it's a sofa. A window, a large window. Plant.
Date, look! It's a Peristatota tepidariorum! Hooray! Go, little Peristatota tepidariorum!
Abby gets awfully excited about insects. I have no idea what bug she's talking about, though. Dude, it's a... It's one of those things. A plant. Receptionist is nowhere to be seen. Where is she? Company logo. Name the skate. Emotional videos of the agency's talent are playing.
Oh, that's Quinten Rapcone.
Oh, I've heard of them.
The insect. I'm not even going to try. Vending machine full of drinks. Oh, it's a door. Probably an office back there. To a Yakuza office building.
No point lying to you. I need you to come with me to an office. I'll have to inspect it, though.
What? An insect show? I didn't know you were into that. Well, okay, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Let's go to the insect show.
Didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. I feel like that might just been a weird translation. Took Iris to the Kumakuras. Yeah. I'll have to inspect it though. That sounds like they made a pun and it just didn't translate.
So, where are the Aziptula praticolas?
Tessa!
Oh, is this guy the Aziptula praticola?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Are you the insect trainer? Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting. Start the insect show now! Wait a minute. This is a gangster den.
Took you long enough.
Date, you tricked me!
I wasn't trying to trick you.
You
just misunderstood me.
Yeah, I legitimately
But I
said.
wanted to see the bugs! I really did!
Oh, so she likes insects as well.
Moma, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did. You want to hear about Renju?
Mr. Okiura?
There's a dragon, a bronze dragon, and a lantern.
Lanterns.
Hey, Iris. What do you think of when you see two lanterns pushed together?
Huh?
I mean, it kind of looks like something, right?
Not really.
No, really. Picture two lanterns pushed together, and you put your face between them. There's something that reminds you of?
Lanterns.
What, you mean boobs?
Damn it, Moma! You're not supposed to say it.
But what? No, he doesn't. What? The lanterns with Kumakura written on. What? They no, they. I don't. No, they don't look like. I knew that's what he was getting at, but like they don't. Shinto Shrine. The Kumakura crest. There's an ace-head figure hidden in the safe behind it. PC on top of the desk. Another dragon. It's a desk, probably belongs to someone in the gang. The door to the next room. Partition.
Hey, Tessa, let's have a party!
No thanks.
Sincerely apologize.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
About as contradictory as meatless beef.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Crystal.
Methamphetamines.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Cut?
Their throats.
No, not like that.
Chair. Chairman's chair. Introduce Moma.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24.
Moma is lying. He is at least 48.
He's looking great for 48.
Absolutely.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Oh my word, he's so surprised. He's so surprised his head came out of his face. Please stop looking at me like that. That's unnerving. In your faces. Not in your face. Ooh, window. Renju.
What happened to Mr. Okiura? I heard he escaped the hospital.
So did I. But I don't know anything more than that.
Please tell me.
Renju's escape from the hospital was strange. Three things struck out to me. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured to the place where Shoko's body was found by the message sent by Renju's phone. I found Iris's body in the Okiura fishery cold storage warehouse. Earlier today, Renju fled with the prisoner escaping a life sentence, an assassin called 89.
Hold up. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Yeah.
Oh, well...
By the way, I'm insane.
Date saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah. Of course I have. Yeah, right. Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
Good, because I don't feel like explaining it.
But why would Mr. Okiura do that?
I don't know, I'm trying to figure that out.
No. He could be a hostage or an accomplice. Either way, I need to find him. MoMA may not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET!
Worries.
Forget, fret, ASET!
Now what does she say?
ASET, you bet!
Wow, my catchphrase! Thank you!
This is kind of embarrassing.
But sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful. All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
Oh, Yakuza. Iris is standing there. Where are your goons?
They're out, looking for Renju. Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point.
Yo, with your head flying off your face flying off your head, yeah. I wouldn't want anyone around for that. That's an expensive looking rig.
Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it. Wait, no. I can't give you this.
You're so cheap.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
About the Renju tip.
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Date, come here.
Mama took me to the corner of the room.
Date, I don't quite know how to ask this, but...
That's my
Can you
face.
ask Tessa if I can shake her hand, please?
Oh, that's it? Sure.
Mama and I broke our huddle.
Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He wants to see your boobs.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that!
Oh, sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Sorry, I was smiling.
A handshake.
I was smiling at a Moma's reaction, not what Date said.
Sure. I would never show my boobs.
It's actually really weird that Date said that. But,
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
All right, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe. Second, Ikume Shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Got it, thanks.
No problem, bro. Really.
summarize for me.
Anyway, MoMA, take care of Iris for me.
What?
What? Wait! You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
Are you serious? Look at his face! Not to mention he runs a crime syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Tessa, I would never do that! I told you, we're clean now. We all go home on time, we follow government regulations.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
I told you I never promised to play with you.
But you promised me a date!
Date! Is this true? You son of a bitch.
She didn't say Date, she said date.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Good idea.
Date, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right? Take me with you! If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
Her late night visitor.
Fine.
Yay!
Dante, don't ignore me!
A clean gang.
Oh, that's just a toy.
Oh, just a toy.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
We have 2 places to check. Sunfish Pocket and Ikume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse too, where you found my dead body.
Something bothering you?
No, I'm just curious. Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat somewhere?
Food sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
Good game. It's been a while since we've saved. To the warehouse.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Yes. This, yes, indeed.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Also, everything, all of this is classified. Shelves. Isn't a lot here. Ice cutting machine. Didn't look at that before. Forklift. Didn't see anything special about it.
So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
Workbench. Nothing on it now. Switchboard.
Hey, get out of my house!
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you talking about, Iris?
Second forklift. Oil drum.
Hi, I'm Jemimon!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. You know what? Yeah, I do that with this game quite often, to be honest. An oil drum. Not with that line. That line was fine. Shelf of boxes. Do you know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah! Technology related to really small things. Like, really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters. The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers, so sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Yeah, I guess it's sink or swim. Do you know about the BBB?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Yeah, unless it's like via axe or something. Do you know about the Wadjet system?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
We're in a cold
It's
storage
nothing.
warehouse.
Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Here's how the sync works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, "Go away!" and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only
Sounds fucking terrifying. Christ, and they do it against people's will as well.